What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Krusty Christy. I can't wait for this video. I can't wait to hear about this. Very, very sad and embarrassing story. Gosh, it sounds so horrible for this woman. Cheating wife gets birthday surprise when an entire family walks in on her getting it D-style. Getting it D-style. If you don't know what that means, the caboose. The caboose. I just feel so horrible. I mean, if that happened to me, I would never cheat. I never have, never will. But if I was like getting it on with my girlfriend or my wife and my parents, my brothers, my friends walked in and saw me, it would scar me for life. But a cheating wife, I feel so bad for her. Horrible. Her girlfriends walking in, her parents. Hopefully her parents. I hope it was a lot of people. Let's get to this. Cheating wife gets birthday surprise when an entire family walks in on her getting it D-style in the caboose. In the booty. Let's check it out.
Today, I have our story titled Birthday Present to Ex-Wife. And guys, this story is all about a guy who's married, sounds like not too long, a couple of years or so, and started noticing some very suspicious behavior from his wife. Her texting all the time, laughing on all her texts, claiming that she's texting her mom all the time, which, believe me, I talk to my mom, it's not that funny all the time, talking to her, and all these other strange things, leaving late at night to go get things that didn't quite add up. And eventually he hired a PI and found out, lo and behold, his suspicions were accurate, that she was cheating.
An ad already. YouTube.
And the guy comes up with a very creative and not to mention hilarious way to get even with her. And so I'm going to go through his story here, point out a few things that are important for you relationship types of guys to understand about, to pay attention to, red flags and all that, because they're here. It's normally something I talk about more on my other channel, Strong Successful Male, but I will point them out anyway here. But this is more for entertainment, so I'll keep the teaching element to a minimum. So it starts off, he says, gather around, boys and girls, because it's time for the story of my cheating ex-wife and how I effed her. Now bear with me, as this is a bit of a long one, but F it. So I had a feeling she was cheating on me, as she set up a lot of red flags. Constantly laughing and smiling when texting, saying it was just her mother when I asked. Needless to say, late every night after work. When I call her, her coworker said that she left hours ago. When I asked her what was going on, she'd laugh it off and say it was just something they did to each other at the office all the time. And there you go. Lots of classic red flags. Always watch out for them. The last straw to where I knew something was definitely up was when she went out to get milk at 11:30 at night and didn't come back to 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, she got some milk, but it was a different type of milk. Milk and sausage. Now, if there's any words of wisdom I can pass on to others in all my years of experience, it is if you think your significant other is cheating, hire an effing private investigator. There are goddamn good at what they do, and they will get some evidence that really helps later in the divorce.
Just go to her work when she
You're going to
gets
see here,
out.
he definitely gets it.
I would follow her.
It says fast track to her birthday several months down the road. Now I know what you're thinking. Why the hell did I wait months before I confronted her, and did it really need to be on her birthday? The answer to the first question is, I wanted to gather as much evidence as possible to hand off to my lawyer, as well as make arrangements to find a new place to live, etc. Very smart. A lot of guys understandably would confront the cheating ex right then and there, but this guy understands, hey, you know what, if I can't just leave, I gotta have a place to go, because breaking up with her and spending a length of time sleeping on my friend's couch is going to get old real quick. So this guy hung back, got all the evidence, played it cool, evidence for the lawyer, got a new place, and then he struck. It says, answer to your second question is, of course, it had to be on her birthday. Well, of course. Revenge is a dish best served cold. You see, after asking her what she wanted to do on her birthday this year, she was rather insistent on me going out of town with my friends, as she had to work anyways and didn't want to be reminded that she was aging. What a load of crap.
He asked what you want to do on your birthday. Honey, he was keeping up the charade, So, honey, what do you want to do on your birthday? I just want to stay home. You go out with your friends for the weekend so I can just be home alone. Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So I know something is up, and after finding a bottle of champagne and 2 hidden glasses in my closet, something in me snaps.
Oh, are you kidding me? A bottle of champagne and 2 glasses in their closet? What? There was no other place in the house, like in the basement, attic, in your closet. Oh.
So I do what any sensible man would have done. I leave and go to my friend's house pretending like I'm going out of town. While there, I call my mother, father, sister, and several of her friends. I tell them how I want to give her a big surprise by sneaking in on her in her room with some party streamers, kazoos, and a big cake with candles. Sounds fun, right? Well, boy was it. So, gonna surprise at her house when she thinks that this guy is away with friends on vacation. What could they possibly walk in on when she's supposed to be at home working, right? He says it's 8:30 in the morning, and I have everyone met just outside of our apartment. We pile in the elevator, about 8 of us in total, her mother holding the birthday cake, and me reminding everyone to be as quiet as they can be. I put my key in.
Her mom. Yes. 8 people total. One of them is her mom. Oh. Being caught getting it, just not only having sex, being caught by your mom, but doggy style. On all fours, getting it up. Your mom walks in. Oh, she's never gonna be able to get that image out of her mind. That poor mom. But the stupid, cheating wife. I could never look at my mom. I would be afraid to be around my mom. Scared, nervous. Not because of what she would say, but just knowing that she saw me naked having sex. Therapy.
And I locked the door. We all sneak in and make our way down the hallway towards the bedroom. Each of us hold a kazoo, and Mom is holding the cake, grinning ear to ear.
The mom's.
Well, as I throw open the door, we all yell, "Surprise!" But the surprise was on us, and there was my wife bent over in D-style position, with her lover staring at us, wide-eyed, mid-thrust.
Mid-thrust.
Thursday Night Football on Prime. It's on.
It's going to be a good game.
Are you worried that using your home address for business puts your privacy at risk?
Packers and
At
Lions.
Close to one?
It's going to be a good game.
Imagine that. I would love to see that happen.
Mid-thrust.
The mom drops the cake, sister screams, father begins to shout. I
The
pretend like
father's
I'm
there?
horrified, to which her friends try to push everyone out while yelling.
The father's there too? Oh yeah. Her parents were there. Not just the mom. Oh.
Friends try to push everyone out while yelling at her. The wife, ex-wife, is sobbing and screaming, "How could I?" while the lover is desperately trying to put his pants on while running out of the place. Needless to say, it was one of the best birthday presents I'd ever given. That is hilarious. And you're blaming him. Now this guy provides a couple updates in response to questions that people had. And by the way, it said 8:30 in the morning, and I was thinking, bullshit, 8:30 in the morning, but he clarifies it was on a Saturday, therefore...
Oh, I heard another thing. It was her parents, her sister, and like 3 of her friends. I promise you, at least one of those friends, if not all 3, knew she was cheating and had no idea that the guy was gonna be there. I guarantee that those 3 friends, at least one, knew that she was cheating on her husband, but didn't think that her side piece would be there and they would be having sex. I hear so many women say that when a friend of theirs who's married or in a relationship is cheating, they know because the friend who's cheating tells her or tells all her main friends, which is just so stupid. Why would you tell anyone? I've also heard females tell the husband or the boyfriend that their wife or their girlfriend is cheating because their conscience got to them and just they couldn't take it anymore, even though they said, "I promise I won't tell, Jack, whatever, that you're cheating on him. I promise I won't say anything." But their conscience gets to them, and they end up telling the husband or the boyfriend. And you know what happens? I've heard so many times, the cheater stops talking to that friend. That friend did the right thing, even if it cost them it cost her, the house, getting divorced, or cost her relationship, whatever. Oh my God, Joanne, we didn't know that he was gonna be here. Why didn't you tell us that he was going to be here? We would have told you that he was planning a surprise party, and you could have told the guy not to come over. Girls always have each other's back when it comes to cheating. Remember that, guys. So if you think your girl's cheating or your wife's cheating, ask her friends. Grill them. Especially the best friend. Just grill them. Just say, tell me.
For, she wasn't off to work, she was sleeping in and all that. He says, as an update, so directly afterwards, her mom was too busy trying to clean up that effing cake from the ground. The sister literally had to push her out of the apartment to get her to stop. The dad at first tried chasing the guy down, but came back to check on everyone. He kind of just looked at me as if saying, I'm so sorry, before taking the mom to the car. As for my lovely ex, she literally just blamed everyone in the room.
The mom was still trying to pick up the cake off the ground that she dropped after seeing her daughter getting banged in the ass. Well, I seen it. This cake is still good for us to eat. It's what?
Blamed the parents for coming into our apartment without telling her, the sister for being a quote-unquote bitch. Didn't understand that one. Hell, she even blamed the friends for not telling her about the surprise. She didn't try to explain herself to me, just called me name after name.
Did you hear that part? Blamed her friends for not telling her.
For not telling her about the surprise. She didn't try to explain herself to me, just called me her, the sister for being a quote-unquote bitch.
Why would you call your sister a bitch? What did she do? Unless she knew that she was cheating. But listen to the part about the friends.
Understand that one. Hell, she even blamed the friends for not telling her about the surprise. She didn't try to explain herself to me, just called me name after name and threw stuff at me.
Mind you, she's saying all this, calling all these swear words and stuff. She doesn't know that he knows that she's cheating on him. And yet, she just got caught cheating on him, and she's yelling at him, swearing at him for trying to do something nice. Mind you, she doesn't know that he knows that she's cheating. Instead of saying, honey, I'm sorry, it's just, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. She's yelling at him, swearing at him. What a total in her mind, she's like just embarrassed and is yelling at her husband, who she knows or doesn't know that her husband knows that she's been cheating, just thinks that he was trying to do a good thing, surprising her. Oh, maybe she's mad because he was supposed to be gone with his friends for the weekend. But still, he just caught you cheating on him in your bedroom, in his bed. You don't swear or anything, even if you thought he was out of town with his friends. She'd be like, I'm sorry, I just,
So she's cheating. He walks in on her getting plowed D-style on his bed in his apartment, and she's blaming him, making this guy out to be the bad guy in this whole thing. You got to be kidding me. But I've done this long enough that nothing surprises me anymore at all. He says it was so surreal. I had this expectation that she'd be clutching me and trying to stop me from leaving, telling me how sorry she was. I thought it'd be like the movies, but no. There was the woman I'd loved for 2 years screaming and hitting me, telling me I had ruined her relationship with this other guy. I guess in her mind she completely stopped seeing me as her husband, but more as just her roommate. That's exactly what happened. Any decent human being that was unhappy would just end the relationship and move on. But she wanted to have her cake and eat it too, although her birthday cake's on the floor.
I can't believe you did this, you mother jerk. You just cost me my relationship with my side piece who I've been cheating on you with. What kind of husband are you? Hate you. Try to surprise me on my birthday. You're supposed to be out of town. I told you to get out of town with your friends, and now my side piece. You just ruined everything. Women only think about themselves. The majority of women only think about themselves. In this hectic situation, this huge hectic situation that she put herself in, who's she thinking about? Herself. Women have a hard time apologizing. They can never say, I'm sorry, or it was my fault. That's a known fact. It's a known fact. Not all women, but like 80% of them. They can't say, I'm sorry. They can't take responsibility. They blame it on the husband or the boyfriend or someone else. They're narcissists. Stay single, guys. Just stay single. Gosh, it's not worth. Definitely don't get married. Definitely don't go getting married. Oh gosh. And I hate to say this, but the majority of women nowadays, over the past 5 years, are like this wife. No joke. I've seen so many videos. I have no life, trust me. That's all I do is watch YouTube videos all day. Not just these type of videos, but a lot of them. There's more women like her out there than there are women who have been married for like 10 years and have been loyal and faithful. That's why more and more men are staying single, and more women are complaining, where are all the men at? Where are all the men at? These single events where a bunch of singles go to, meet each other and everything. Men aren't going to those anymore. Fewer and fewer men are going. So if you if you hear about a single event, go. Because you're going to have the pick of the litter.
And be with this dude and have him obviously pay bills to be supportive. Meanwhile, she's hooking up with this other guy. She got what she deserved. And he says, the last I heard, she moved in with the guy, or at least I think it was him. She had gotten pregnant and most likely has the kid. If they're still together, I really couldn't tell you. At this point, I just hope she found some happiness, even if it's not me being the one who gives it to her. Screw that, I wouldn't want her to have happiness after what she pulled. And now he has another response to some questions about the whole situation. He says, sorry everyone, I was about to respond when I saw I had a bunch of requests as to what happened next, so here it is. He says, well, to be honest, it was funny as hell at first. I tried to disguise my laughing by pretending I was choking up. After so long of being betrayed, I was the one who got to have the last laugh. Plus, since I had hired a private investigator, I was able to prove she was using my money to pay for things for her lover, hotels, dinners, etc. So I did get some compensation for that, obviously, I guess in the divorce. Though she did get half of my life savings, effing bitch. But I was young and just starting out, so the amount I had then was pretty laughable now. So then reality sets in. Your marriage is over. The woman you fell in love with has betrayed you, and the last 2 years of your life were a bit of a waste. In the end, it's not even about the money. I really thought I loved this girl. Why didn't she love me? For the longest time I wondered what was wrong with me, and if anyone would truly be able to love me. Not to mention I was really close to her dad. Mine left when I was younger, and I never spoke to him since then. So hers kind of took to me under her wing.
Introducing Strikeman, a dry fire training system that allows you to develop.
Kind of the father I never had. I still call him from time to time, share with him my accomplishments as they come and go, and stop by to see him when I get a chance. Wow, he must have really liked you, given that obviously you planned this thing and made his daughter look like a fool. But a lot of times I've found in these stories, guys, that when the wife or the girlfriend or the fiance does the guy wrong, a lot of times the fathers will side with the guy because they feel bad. They're ashamed of their daughter's actions. Meanwhile, her mother takes the daughter's side, of course, which makes you always question, what did she do for the husband? It says, divorce is never fun, boys and girls, and take my advice. When you're young and in love, don't be foolish and run into something. Take some time to really get to know each other, the other person. Wait 3 to 5 years.
Preach.
There you go.
Preach.
I'd wait longer, but now we're on the right track. 3 to 5 years, and obviously didn't. And I'm willing to bet you this dude, they probably weren't engaged very long, got married, and she probably figured, oh, well, everybody else is getting married. All my friends are getting married, so I might as well rush into it, marry some dude I'm in love with, just so I can have my magical day and all that bullshit.
2 years.
He says, wait 5 years, moving together, fuck, I wish someone had just pulled me aside and said, man, think about what you're doing. Well, that's why I do my other channel, to help guys think about what they're doing. Maybe you should give her some time. Another piece of advice, the old saying about you know how your girl really is by how she treats her parents. This is absolutely true. She was a total B-word to her parents. That should have been my first red flag. Another thing about red flags, guys, is you also see it with the girl and her family.
You know, I'm thinking of some girls. I'm trying to think of girls who are sluts. Yeah. They didn't get along with their parents, or there were issues, disrespect. That is true. That's another sign. That's another red flag. If you start start dating a girl, or like on the first date, ask her, so you get along with your parents? And if she says, kind of, red flag. Because the girls that I know who are, I'm not friends with, but from high school, and they're still married, yeah, they got along with their parents and still do. I see photos like on Facebook or Instagram. Man, that's a really good red flag to figure out. If she's a bitch and doesn't get along with her parents, there's a really good chance that she's a slut and will cheat on you. And the ones that have a close relationship with, their parents. Yeah, the ones I'm thinking about, like the 7 off the top of my head, they're still married, get along with their parents. But 2 years, only married 2 years, and she's cheating. But again, she didn't get along with her parents.
How the situation with their parents? If it's a loving situation, they all have a great time together, there's no drama or turmoil, the odds are your relationship with her will be minimal drama. On the other hand, if there's all this turmoil with their family and they're always fighting and there's bad communication and there's bad feelings and all that, the odds are that's going to be your relationship. So always be your relationship, guys.
Red flag.
Watch how your girl's dynamic is with her parents and
Red
her siblings
flag.
and all that, because that could be your situation.
Red flag.
Anyhow, guys, that'll be a pretty good one there. That's a pretty clever revenge thing. Just imagine that. She's thinking that she's fine and she's getting plowed by her boyfriend. All of a sudden, the whole family comes walking in with the birthday cake and the streamers and Now, sure, some of this sounds a little too good to be true, but you never know on the...
Oh, that was great. I love it. That's got to be the best revenge story as far as getting revenge on a wife who's cheating on you that I've ever heard. Oh, the embarrassment, man. That's something you're never going to be able to get out of your head. Feel bad for... I don't feel bad for the friends. She called her sister a bitch. I don't know where that came from. Unless the sister knew that she was cheating. Maybe, you know what? Maybe she knew that she was cheating, and she knew that her side piece would be there, and she told her sister, yeah, he's going to be coming over at this time and spending the night, coming over Friday night and spending the night, or he's going to be coming over at this time or whatever. But the sister wanted, because I guarantee that this husband didn't tell the sister that he knew that her sister was cheating on him. Why else would you call your sister a bitch? Maybe the sister is like, I want everyone to see she didn't know that they're probably having sex, but maybe in bed together, like sleeping or something. She wanted everyone to see that she was cheating. She wanted to show her husband, my sister's been cheating on you. Anyways, happy birthday, Mike. You know who I feel bad for? The guy, the side piece. He didn't get to finish. Oh man, the poor guy. Maybe that's why she was so angry. She didn't get to finish either. Damn it! No, I'm just joking. That guy never made her. Anyways, it's time to go. Like always and forever. Take care. Be safe. Peace, everyone. Stay single, guys. Stay single. Stay single.